If you're hunting for the ultimate streaming beast, the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro might be on your radar. Promising blazingly fast performance, AI upscaling to 4K, and a game-changing user experience, it sounds like a dream gadget. But here's what surprised me. Despite all the hype, there are some major problems that might make you think twice before shelling out $199. Stay tuned because I'm about to reveal why this acclaimed device isn't exactly the user-friendly powerhouse it claims to be. But don't worry, by the end of this review you'll know if it's right for you or if you should keep scrolling. First up, let's unpack what makes the Shield Pro tick and where it stumbles. The NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro is packed with impressive specs. A Tegra X1 Plus chip that's 25% faster than its predecessor, 3 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of onboard storage, and dual USB 3.0 ports for expansion. Its AI-powered 4K upscaling is supposed to sharpen your HD videos in real time, making everything look clearer and crisper on your big screen. Plus, the built-in Plex Media Server and SmartThings hub-ready feature promise to turn your living room setup into a connected entertainment hub. Add to that Dolby Vision HDR for stunning visuals and Dolby Atmos for immersive audio, and it's easy to see why folks rave about the picture-perfect cinematic experience. Sounds like a tech lover's dream, right? But if only it were that simple. Right away you realize the Shield's beefy specs come with a learning curve sharper than one of its AI-enhanced images. The interface, while powerful, isn't for the faint of heart or casual streamer. First-timers can feel lost wandering through the array of settings, toggles, and apps. Sure, it packs all the streaming giants like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and Hulu, but configuring it to work perfectly with all your services requires patience and tech know-how. And speaking of patience, the remote, often touted as the best in class, has its quirks. The motion-activated backlit buttons are cool on paper but sometimes unresponsive. Plus, losing the remote means launching the built-in remote locator, which, let's be honest, feels like a maze within a maze. Joke time. Why don't remotes ever get lost in space? Because they're always on the same wavelength. But on a serious note, this kind of hassle might frustrate those wanting a simple plug-and-play experience. Let's talk connectivity. The Shield Pro shines with gigabit Ethernet, dual-band AC Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 5.0, so buffering should be a thing of the past. However, several users report inconsistent network drops, especially when streaming 4K content. This can turn your binge-watching sessions from "I'm totally immersed" to "Why is this frozen again?" moments. And if you're hoping to game, remember the controller is sold separately, meaning extra cash just to unlock the full potential of this device's AAA Android gaming and GeForce Now cloud gaming features. Adding to that, gaming performance sometimes feels like you're dragging a heavily armored tank through mud. Not exactly the fluid experience you want when trying to crush your opponents online. So who is this device for? If you're a tech-savvy cord cutter who loves tinkering and maximizing every bit of power, the Shield Pro can be a powerhouse. But if you're looking for a set-and-forget media streamer, this might create more frustration than joy. Here's a twist. The Plex Media Server built-in is a big selling point for advanced users who want to host and stream their own media libraries. However, for the average user, setting up Plex on the Shield involves jumping through hoops, network settings, permissions, and constant maintenance. I mean, it's like getting a luxury car with a manual transmission. Great if you know how to drive stick, but a headache if you don't. Why did the media server break up with the user? Because it couldn't handle all the streaming emotions. This is another example of how NVIDIA shoved a ton of features into this tiny box but left simplicity behind. On the bright side, if you can master it, the Shield Pro becomes a versatile beast handling streaming, gaming, media serving, and smart home hub duties all in one device. Comparing the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro to competitors like the Amazon Fire TV Cube or Apple TV 4K paints an interesting picture. The Shield leads in raw processing power and gaming possibilities, but falls short in user-friendliness and ecosystem polish. Apple's offering, for example, nails a smooth interface and tight integration with its other devices, while the Fire TV Cube offers Alexa voice support with super easy setup for newcomers. NVIDIA's Google Assistant integration is solid, but sometimes feels slow or glitchy compared to the rival platforms. For a device that costs nearly $200, you'd expect a flawless experience. Unfortunately, the Shield Pro gets many things right but misses on everyday convenience. Now, here's another question lingering in the air. Is the Shield Pro future-proof? The AI upscaling and Tegra X1 Plus are certainly ahead of the curve today, but with rapidly evolving streaming tech, you might find yourself upgrading sooner than expected. Not to mention that 16 GB storage fills up quickly once you start loading apps and games, forcing reliance on external drives plugged into its USB 3.0 ports. Those ports, by the way, are great for adding accessories like USB cameras or keyboards, turning your Shield Pro into a mini media server or surveillance monitor hub. Yet again, this demands technical expertise most folks don't have time for. Why did the gamer hate the Shield Pro's storage? Because it was a little game? Why? All jokes aside, expanding storage is a decent option, but it adds to the complexity and total cost. Let's dive into the real talking point. Does the AI upscaling deliver on its promise? NVIDIA claims the Tegra X1 Plus chip uses next-generation AI to enhance HD content to near 4K quality in real time. On paper, this sounds incredible, and in some cases, the Shield's upscaling does make lower-resolution content look noticeably better. However, the enhancement is situational. Sometimes, the AI algorithm oversharpens images or applies weird colors, especially in fast-moving scenes. It's like trying to dress up a potato. Sometimes it works, sometimes you're left wondering what just happened to your picture. So the AI feature is impressive tech-wise, but inconsistent enough that you can't always rely on it to replace true 4K content. If you're a gamer, the Shield Pro's connection to GeForce Now Cloud Gaming offers hundreds of AAA titles streamed instantly through the device. Imagine firing up Fortnite or Cyberpunk 2077 without owning a powerful PC. Pretty game-changing, right? But real-world experiences vary widely based on your internet speed, latency, and server loads. Several gamers report input lag and occasional crashes, which can be infuriating during competitive play. Plus, you need a compatible game controller, which again adds to the overall investment. Joke time. Why don't gamers use the Shield as their magic wand? Because it sometimes drops the spell. Still, if you're patient and have a solid connection, the Shield Pro doubles as a streaming and gaming powerhouse. On the topic of entertainment, the device supports Chromecast 4K built-in, so you can cast videos, photos, or music from your phone straight to the big screen without a hitch. The Google Assistant built-in lets you pull up the weather, control playback, or even adjust smart home devices through voice. All great features to streamline your living room life. The sleek remote with backlit buttons also offers IR control for your TV, plus a customizable menu button to tailor shortcuts to your favorite apps or actions. This level of control is rare, and once you get past the initial quirks, it shines as one of the most versatile remotes out there. Still, a heads up. The remote's dependence on Bluetooth sometimes causes pairing issues that force resyncing, a minor nuisance but worth mentioning. Before we wrap up, let's highlight who should actually buy the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro. It's tailor-made for tech enthusiasts who crave top-tier streaming performance, serious expandability, and gaming features packed into a single device. If you want to set up your own Plex server, play cloud games at 4K, or integrate smart home devices, this is your best bet. But if you prioritize simple setup, plug-and-play ease, or prefer a polished interface that just works out of the box, other streaming devices might serve you better and save you headaches. The Shield Pro certainly isn't for the casual viewer who just wants to binge Netflix and chill without complicated setups or troubleshooting. In conclusion, the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro is a powerhouse with undeniable strengths. Blazing fast chip, AI-enhanced 4K upscaling, rich connectivity, and incredible versatility as a media server and gaming hub. However, this power comes with complexity, occasional software glitches, and a price tag that demands you get what you pay for. So don't buy it expecting a flawless plug-and-play experience. Instead, see it as an advanced tool for tech-savvy users who want to customize their home entertainment ecosystem. If you're ready to embrace some setup challenges in exchange for crazy features, it's one of the best devices on the market. And if you're willing to invest, check the link below for the best price on Amazon. You might just find that the NVIDIA Shield Android TV Pro is not only a streaming device, but the centerpiece of your living room for years to come. Now go ahead, upgrade your entertainment, but with eyes wide open.